Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my Mega Man Xtreme 2 Extreme 100% tutorial. So last time I covered the first half of the game, which was relatively easy, except for Volt Catfish. And I guess Tunnel Rhino. Sorry, I just woke up, but well, I didn't just wake up, I woke up a little bit ago, but yeah, that's not important. This next part of the game, it's actually kind of difficult. But yeah, so it's either because there's a bunch of stuff that's really complicated, or it's just, I don't really know how to describe it. You'll see what I mean when we get to that. Anyway, so we're going to be starting with Flame Mammoth, and the reason why I'm not at the stage select is because I didn't make a save state for Ostrich. I just loaded a Mammoth practice save that I already had. You don't need to buy anything from the shop anyway. Like I said, you only buy things from the shop. You only buy things from the shop in the before the second to last level. But anyway, here's a Flame Mammoth. This stage is pretty straightforward as well. There's a small optimization you can make. So you're going to slash whatever. Oh, actually, I should probably. So hold on. Let me go over here real quick. So there's these ducts right here, and what spawns from them, I'm pretty sure is RNG, or it's scripted. It's either RNG or scripted. Yeah, no, this is definitely RNG, because sometimes that. So it's either RNG, sometimes so it's RNG or it's scripted. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's RNG now, but pretty much. So what can fall from there is is either one of those severed robots that shoot lasers out of its face, or a dragon head. It doesn't matter what comes out of there, you're going to want to kill it. I think it's better if the robots without legs come down, because they die in less hits than the dragon heads. Worst case scenario, you'll have to land on them, but there's actually small optimizations that can be made with the conveyor belts. Alright, so slash this dude. Now, you may be noticing that. Alright, yeah, here's the dragon head. Let me see if I was correct. Oh, never mind, they die in the same amount of hits. But so you may be noticing that this conveyor belt is moving at a relatively it basically it's just moving to the right, and then this one's moving to the left. So I managed to. So I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think your momentum gets carried, if you dash off of a conveyor belt, I think your momentum from the conveyor belt gets carried into your jump. Or maybe I'm just going insane, but yeah, even if it doesn't, I imagine that even if it's not, then I think you just get carried by it anyway from the dash. So on a conveyor belt, you will want to double tap dash or ground. You'll want to double tap dash and then jump to the next one. And yeah, that's basically how the conveyor belts work. Alright, so let me redo this whole section. By the way, I have one life because I died in this playthrough and making my practice saves. Let me do that again, actually. Ugh. Alright, so right here is going to be this carrier guy right here. You just want to dash slash into him. So for the conveyor belts that are moving to the left, you just want to air dash into them. You can grab that health if you want. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to jump up to here, and then we're going to go over here, and then we're going to grab this armor piece for X. Now, I usually go over here and I swap to X here, because then the amount of distance you have to go in order to get the body armor, or not the body armor, we don't get that until Octopus, but the distance you have to go for the arm piece is a lot less. And yeah, so now we're just going to drop down. So there's these fireballs like right here. They will kill you. So what I would suggest doing is just dashing along the floor right here, even though it'll hurt you. Alright, and then you just get this sub-tank right here. And then switch back to 0. Just keep dashing along the ground right here. And there's a heart tank right here. Okay, so just... Alright, so after you kill that guy, you just gotta jump up this wall and remember what I told you earlier. So, for the right ones, okay, double tap, dash. Actually, I'm just gonna redo the whole stage. I forgot to make a save for this, so... You can also just, ground slash. You can also just ground dash slash that guy. Alright, so... Oh yeah, you may have noticed that the Launch Octopus theme is playing. That's because there's a weird, like, programming error in the Xtreme games where, there was this weird programming error in the Xtreme games where Flame Mammoth and Launch Octopus have their stage themes swapped for whatever reason. It's really weird. I don't know why it happens, and quite frankly, I don't know why I don't think anybody knows why it happens, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, so grab the sub tank. Oh yeah, I should probably mention you can only break these blocks with your feet. Like any other part of your body won't break them. You like specifically need to break them with your feet. Alright, jump up here, kill the guy. Mash. Dash. And yeah. Alright, so this, let me make a save. So this section coming up, it's a kind of, there will be parts where it's laggy, which is good for doing momentum jumps, but like, momentum jumps are still super hard. I say they're super hard even though I did them like twice in a row, but they are very hard. Alright, so you kind of just jump over those guys right there. With your air dash, and you kind of just get into the boss door. That part's pretty self-explanatory, but here you need to remember to do this. So this is actually kind of a hard thing to remember. So remember how the optimal strategy for fighting bosses is that you're just going to be doing jump slashes in Zero Finals? Well, here you're actually going to do one ground slash, and you're going to see why. Alright, so let's just fight Flame Mammoth. You can just Zero Final right off the bat. Alright, right there. So, ground slash, air slash, air slash, and now we're going to switch to X. So, the reason we're killing him with this guy with X is because in Neon Tiger stage, there's an armor piece that we can't get without Flame Mammoth's weapon on X. I've tried using, me and a couple of other people have tried using, Zero's fire weapon to get the weapon, but it doesn't work. Because for some reason the block only works if X's weapon is used. I have no clue why. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. But yeah, so that's that, I guess. Alright. And that was Flame Mammoth stage. Alright, so after Mammoth stage, we're going to go straight to Tiger stage. And we're just going to use X for most of the stage. We're also going to end Tiger on X to speed launch Octopus up, because we need his weapon for Octopus. Alright, so... Actually, let me reload my save, actually. Alright. I keep getting ahead of myself. Sorry. But yeah, so... I'm gonna make a save. So right here... Actually, let me just go over to here. So from the spot you were just at, you're going to double tap dash and land here. And then you're going to do another double tap dash and shoot the guy. So just reload. So I messed it up, hold on. Yeah, so double tap dash to shoot the guy. If you can only fire one, then that would be good to reduce lag. So just keep doing that until you get the armor piece. Land there. Ooh, I'm not doing very well at this right now. But yeah, this is just the general idea of the stage. Finally, alright. So now we're going to be getting to the ride armor, which is very straightforward. Oh yeah, I probably should explain what the ride armor does exactly. I'm gonna make a save here. So the ride armor pretty much has the exact same... Actually, wait, no, I probably should have... Sorry, I should have actually explained this back when I probably should have explained this back when I first used the ride armor in Rhino stage. But so basically... So the ride armor has a double tap dash. It has a ground dash. It has a hover, and it also has an attack dash, which you can use. Wait, what? I think I'm going insane. I thought it had I thought there was like I thought you could just press it down and attack to do like an attack dash, but I guess not. Alright, so anyway, you're going to just destroy this block, destroy this block, destroy this block. You want to basically just do ground dashes as soon as you hit the ground. And then you just want to grab this heart tank up here, and yeah. So, now, alright, so you just want to land on these platforms with these guys right here. Don't be afraid to get hit because you're going to not use X past this part. Alright, so anyway, switch to fire wave and grab this helmet piece. We're just going to keep fire wave. We're just going to keep using fire wave for the stage because it's pointless to switch. Okay, so alright, so we're going to do this mountain climb right here. Yep. Alright, so we're going to switch to 0 here. Going to make another save. So we're going to despawn the enemies coming up by doing some very precise movements. Or not precise, it's just specific movements. So you just want to... Hold on. So here, just double tap dash and then try like gliding in a way that you won't get hit by the enemy. So like this. And then just ground dash, and then when you get to that part, you just double tap dash forward and then just keep hovering. You'll fill up your sub tank like that. Alright, so here is Tiger. Now Tiger is the same deal as Mammoth. We're going to be doing 3 damage to him, but that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard though because he's flying all over the place. So what we'll do is this. I'm going to use dash on him, which will deal 3 damage instead of 4. I have no clue why. It just kind of does. And yep, that's the, yeah, that's kind of the whole fight. We're not going to switch. Oh yeah, and then you switch back to X and try not to die. Actually try hitting him. You don't switch from Fire Wave to Mega Buster, or yeah, but you don't do that because it's just slower. It's just slower and wastes time to switch. But yeah, that's Neon Tiger stage finished. It's a lot more straightforward than Mammoth. You can tell that because the length of that was a lot shorter. Alright, so that was Ray Claw that we just got for X. And now we have one more Maverick stage, and that's a Launch Octopus, which is actually, again, a pretty straightforward stage. However, this stage is almost impossible to optimize, and I literally mean that. Because, so remember how I was talking about the momentum jumps? Well, this isn't really something that you need to know, but, like, it's just a thing. So here's something about how water works. So, water slows down your movement. Like, right here, you can see how slow I'm moving in the water. But, look at how fast I'm moving, like, when I'm not in the water. So, in theory, the fastest way to move through the stage is just by doing a fuck ton of momentum jumps until the end of the stage. Which is literally impossible. Unless you're a TAS. Unless it's TAS. That's the only, yeah. But anyway, so, alright, so right here, we're just going to be jumping over the water and, just doing a bunch of air dashing. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so here, gonna make another save. You're going to do a dash jump off of this ledge and then fall in the water, and you're going to want to avoid these little guys that like spin and come out of the water. I think they're seahorses, but I have no clue. But yeah, they're seahorses. So they'll be spinning and jumping out of the water. You can also do this if you are concerned about your health. So right here, you just want to dash at them and shoot in a specific way that you kill them without taking damage. There's these guys, you just gotta shoot them, I guess. You can grab that heart tank. You can also do an air dash upwards to grab it. I'm gonna just redo this segment because I have a habit of forgetting to save. It's probably because I'm tired, but yeah, anyway, so save here. These guys, you just kind of shoot them. You just kind of shoot to kill them. You can also air dash up here if you're a little nervous that you're not going to clip the wall. Alright, so let me just reload my save once more. So just shoot these guys as you do, and then grab this heart tank. You can evade that guy, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know how to do it. Alright, so right here. Oh. Alright, so right here. So you see this little I don't know what to call this, but like it's like this like thing that like bobs up and down. I have no clue what it is, but it's like a bomb. So what I do is, like, when it bobs down, I wait for it to go back up, and then I jump and then up dash, which will save time. Because then when the water, actually let me just show you. So then when the water comes out, you aren't just waiting forever to be able to shoot this thing. So I'll just show you. So wait for it to come down. Now up dash. Alright, cool. Now there's also a very specific thing I do here, which so I specifically shoot this guy like on the edge so the grabby guy can't get you. Try to evade the bobby thingies. And now you just kind of, and then you just kind of unload on this guy. Just kind of light that guy up, for lack of a better term. Alright, so here you're just gonna, Dr. Light's face is going to disappear, which is kind of funny. But yeah, you're just going to get this, and now your X armor is complete. You've now gotten almost everything in the game. I say almost because there's one extra item in the second to last stage that we're going to give to X, and not only is it required from 100%, it also saves time. Well, it doesn't save time in any percent, but it saves time here because, yeah. Okay. Alright, so just, you want to take that bottom route right there, because the top route leads to a boss, which is slow. Alright. So here, we got another one of these guys. I like to dash off of that ledge to shoot this, to keep shooting the tail, because it's, oh my god, okay. Yeah, he can do that sometimes, and it's kind of RNG. Actually, no, scratch that, it's not kind of RNG, it just is RNG. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit more of that right there. Equip Ray Claw before we get into here. Saves like about a second. And now, so this is the reason why we equipped Ray Claw. I'm gonna make a save here. So the reason we equipped Ray Claw, or the reason we killed the Neon Tiger with X, is because of this. So let me show you this right here. So as you can see here, Octopus is getting hurt, but we can still hit him. So what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna switch to Zero, and we're going to use pretty much everything Zero has to kill him now. And yeah, that's basically Octopus. It's a ridiculously easy boss if you remember to get Ray Claw. Ray Claw isn't necessarily faster for this fight, but it eliminates all RNG. So, and it also makes the fight a lot more consistent. Likewise for X mission. But yeah. Alright, so we never got fast text, but once you see it in a run, you'll know about it. Alright, so again, not going to come here until we actually, you know, finish the game, or until we get to the second to last stage. And now we're going to go to Sigma 1. Save file. Alright. So here, there's gonna be some platforms, and we're just gonna try dashing off of them. Oh, yeah, these platforms can be very tricky sometimes. You want to be careful with that one because you can clip through it and then fall to your death. Alright, so you just climb these ladders, do a couple of ultra kicks. Dash up a couple of things. You're just gonna skip that right armor because it doesn't save time. Okay, it doesn't matter if you get it. You can if you want, but I just don't. Alright, so that section was also pretty straightforward. So you just drill crush these guys, and then I think drill crush does about the same amount of damage. I don't know. I think it does more, but I have no clue. Actually, no, it definitely does more. Alright, so here's Velgarder. Basically the same idea as before. You leaving? Alright, never mind. That was my brother leaving, but alright, so Zero final. Just want to be safe. Zero final. Being safe is never a terrible idea. And there you go. That is Velgarder. So that was Velgarder. Very basic stage. This one, not so basic. Alright, so right here, what I like to do at the beginning of this stage, I like to switch to X. There's a very good reason for this later on that you'll see. So, this is, I probably should, I'm gonna just reload a pre-made save before, that's before all of this bullshit. Alright, so right here, alright, so right here, I'm gonna make a save here, and switch to X before any of this stuff happens. Alright, so, I think this is called, nah, whatever, I'll just call it electricity skip. Oh no, platform skip, it's called platform skip. So, basically you're just going to be abusing your iframes to dash along this electric floor, which normally would kill you, but if you have iframes, it won't kill you. So basically you just want to dash to this bat, dash into this bat, and hopefully, okay, I messed it up, but like, I think you get the idea. Jump. And crap. Okay. So, alright. Alright, so, bat, and then jump, kill that thing. Alright, so right here, oh, I accidentally pressed open. I accidentally pressed Control O, which brings me to my ROMs folder. But anyway, so, alright, I'm gonna save here as well. And now, this part right here, we're just going to be climbing. And we're going to be utilizing X's, upwards dash, because it actually saves time here. So, jump to here, upwards dash, just keep climbing the platforms. I mostly play X with this stage because of the boss at the end. So, let me just redo that. So, upwards dash. You can't double kick on these pillars no matter how hard you try. Alright, now, don't switch again, good Christ, just pause and unpause to clear that section, like, faster. Alright, so, alright, let me redo this because that part I was just at is actually kind of hard, and it's actually really easy to screw up. And there's actually something I need to talk about there that can screw you over. Alright, so, save here. So this right here, there's an electric floor, like, everywhere. So you want to be careful of that. So what I would suggest doing is, right here, just try, like, clipping the edge, and then going to the left, and then just landing here. Everything else after this is going to be a spiked floor. Now, I don't know why it happens, but there's actually a chance. There's actually a chance there's going to be this glitch that you'll activate. There's going to be a chance this glitch will activate, and it will make it so you cannot move. That's why it happens. It's because when you dash, you for some reason can't wall. You for some reason can't move. You for some reason if you dash into a wall, you can't move. But I don't know why that happens. But I just found out the cause for it, and I'm not going to avoid it. So what I'd suggest doing is just like hold left for a little bit, or whichever direction the wall is, so you don't accidentally die to the electricity. Alright, so there, shoot the guy, and yeah, so that section's pretty easy once you actually kind of know, like, exactly what to do. It's kind of just, like, remembering, like, what's coming up in a little bit, but yeah. So anyway, here's another part right here. You just you just have these platforms. Now, if you do this part a little slow, there's actually a backup that you can do, and it actually like will waste no time because it just cycles. So, ideally, that's what you'll want to do. That's not ideally what you'll want to do. But if you do this part a little bit slow, like if you wall jump up this pillar a little bit slow, you'll be in the wall, but you'll be able to zip back through. I've been trying to find something to use with that, but you can't really do much with that. But yeah, that's just a backup I've used a couple of times. You basically just have to mash jump. Alright, so now you probably should like make sure that you distance yourself from the wall so you don't accidentally get stuck. Alright. So jump up to here. Platform. Just air dash up these platforms. You can spawn them in a weird way and they'll be hard to grab, but you should have no problem with them. Alright, so now there's another fire section right here. Oh, fuck, okay. Sorry for my swearing, by the way. Alright. Might have to do that more often than not, actually. So Alright, so just try to get through that part there. It should be pretty easy because X has the body armor and a little bit more health. Besides, you shouldn't really be taking that much damage just as long as you shoot the guys. Alright, but here, this is like the hardest part of the run. I've had several runs die to this, so this is the worst boss in the game right here. This is Xtreme, also known as the Sphinx Tank. And there are this giant fucking tank. It is so annoying to fight these guys because the size of a Game Boy screen doesn't support something of that size. But anyway, so what you'll want to do here, it's pretty straightforward, although you can still die, so be careful of that. So you'll just be damage boosting into these guys and then using Zero Final, which will hit both of them, and then just jump into them, use it again, try to jump onto the platform, and then just kill the last one. I don't know which one is Yoshidaz and which one is Xtreme, but it doesn't matter. Both of them are annoying as shit. You also have to make sure that you actually hit them, and that you don't like hit them before their iframes run out, or in that you hit them like. Wait, no, yeah, I mean that, yeah. Yeah, I actually meant to say that. Ideally, you could just jump up to this platform and then use Drill Crush on both of them. Oh god. But yeah, you can kind of see what I mean by this boss is bullshit. Another alternative thing you can do is just cut to the chase and do the Drill Crush now. Which I'd probably suggest doing, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, probably a better idea to do the Drill Crush at the beginning, which I'm going to do from now on, because I did not do that before, which probably safer than doing it after. Alright, so that's segment 2 dealt with, and now we're going to go back to the shop, and now we're going to buy everything that we need. So we're going to buy Buster plus 1, Saber plus 2, Buster plus 2, and Supercharge. We used to buy Ultimate Buster, but now we buy Supercharge. Or Hypercharge, or Quick Charge, however you say it. I think it might be... No, it wouldn't be faster to switch to X, because his Buster doesn't deal that much damage. Plus, I don't think their dials are that much faster. Alright, so Buster, actually do it in this order. Buster plus 2, then Buster plus 1. There's a very specific reason we're doing that, and I will show you later. Alright, so just kind of get through that whole segment, and now we need to go into this as X. Now there's 2 reasons for this. 1, his stage is actually faster than Zero's, because they're about the same length, and Zero has a very lengthy text box that he has to go through first. Gareth is RNG as shit, and 3 is actually something that we need to grab for 100% completion and to save time in the boss rush. Alright. Alright, so you just kind of air dash along the top of these things right here. It's not too bad. It's not too hard. Alright. So now we're going to drop down and then shoot these guys. Climb up. Oh yeah, there's a title here. You're going to want to be careful of that. Alright. Alright. Alright, so that's just how I like to do that part right there. So I like to jump up to here and then grab onto this, then dash up to here, and then wall jump off of that, and then that's like the easiest way to do it. I've died several times there. Twice in a run. Same run. I had 2 runs back to back where I died there. Not of Xtreme. Not both of them of Xtreme 100%, but it just but it was of the first one was of Xtreme of X 90%, and the second one was of Xtreme 100%. Anyway, so yeah, that's do that, and now just walk through the door and just shoot anything that you see. Just shoot anything that moves, except for the wall, because then that would be crazy. Alright, so now you're just going to climb up here, and this is where we are going to be getting our final item. Right at this gray wall is where you're going to go to grab this final item. Now you can't see what the text says, but it's the Hadouken and the Shoryuken, which work very differently, but there's one really good thing about them. You don't need to be at full health to use them, and any normal boss will take about half as much health as they normally would. Alright, so now we have Bracana. Hi, Bracana. So I'm gonna save here actually. So Bracana has a few things that she can do. So the first thing is, well, one of the things she can do is she can summon a spike ball with her scepter. That's fine. It's easy to dodge. You can destroy it. What you mostly want to worry about is the A and B attacks. So if you get hit with an A attack, I'm pretty sure it like bounces along the ground like this. If you can see my mouse anyway. It basically just bounces up and down in like an arch. If you get hit with that, then your jump gets disabled and the walls turn to spikes and you can't hit her for a little bit because you can't jump to hit her. And there's a B attack, which will disable your ability to shoot. There'll be a platform that pops up here. The floor will turn to spikes. You basically just don't want to get hit with either of those because it will waste a lot of time. But you can also just destroy them. I'd suggest avoiding them at all costs. But yeah, so here's what the fight will usually look like. Yeah, so here's an A attack. Just try dodging this as well as the B attack because both of these will screw you over. And if you manage to do all of that, then Bracana should be no problem at all. Really. Like, she really should not be a problem, like, whatsoever. Alright, and now now comes the final part of the game. Ah, looks like Sigma was behind it. Who could have guessed that? It's not like we've had like a bajillion games where he was the twist villain. Anyway, so seriously, twist villains do not work in this series. Anyway, so alright, anyway, so alright, so we're just gonna be using X for this stage. So we're just gonna basically just get past this section right here. A couple of ultra kicks, and now right here we'll be able to activate the glitch. Alright, so you'll press, so the reason why I equipped it +2 then +1 is because then here you'll, oh, I guess it doesn't matter. So, okay, so just completely disregard what I said earlier. So just completely disregard what I said earlier, because it does not matter which order you equip them in. You will always... Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah. So just wait. Hold on. Actually, let me see this. Yeah. No. Never mind. All right. So basically, you're going to unequip both of them and then equip Buster +2 and hypercharge. And now you'll go here, because if you go here and then go to controls, you will immediately be here and you'll just be able to go back. And now we're going to turn auto charge on and rapid fire off. And then just go back to this. Alright. So here's what you'll want to do. So the reason we got hypercharge is because the way that it works in this game, you don't do the inputs. Instead, you just wait for a full charge and then you press up or down for up for the Shoryuken and down for the Hadouken. Both of these have their own applications. The Hadouken has more startup lag, but less end lag, and the Shoryuken is just shot out immediately. So what we're going to do, we're going to alternate between using the Hadouken and the Shoryuken for these fights. Wait, what? Huh? What? That's so... Huh? I never knew that could happen. That's so weird. I also got hit with that. Huh? I've never seen that happen before. I mean, I've seen somebody get hit in that fight before, but I've never seen it happen like that. That's, huh? That's weird. I'll have to send that in the Discord, because that's weird as hell. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically the idea. So there's Tiger. Tiger is pretty much RNG, because if he uses Ray Splasher, then it will lose you time. There's like a 50-50 chance he'll use it twice. Yeah, you basically just don't want him to use it. Saves a little bit of time. Alright, so Hornet. This guy's really hard to do in the boss rush, because it seems like sub-pix. It seems like whether you hit him with Shoryuken or not is based on sub-pixeling. Like, see right there? Like, right there you saw that I wasn't able to hit him. You can hit him. You can try it for yourself. It will happen. It's just that it just feels completely random. I don't know how to remedy it, or how to prevent it, but yeah. Alright, so before Octopus, we're going to switch to Ray Claw. And we are going to use Hadouken, and we're going to use Hadouken first, then Shoryuken. The reason we use Hadouken first is because then X will be in the air for longer if he uses Shoryuken. And it takes a while to charge up another Shoryuken that way, because you can't charge while Shoryukening, so yeah. Alright. Alright. So there you go. So that's Catfish dealt with. This whole boss fight's kind of just... This whole boss arena is like just super easy when you have Hadouken and Shoryuken. What we used to do, we used to grab Ultimate Buster and then use Zero for the boss rush, but Focus found out, I say we, but it was actually Focus that found this out. Focus found out that it's actually just faster to use Hadouken and Shoryuken Ultra Charge, because it doesn't waste any time. Alright. That's a little bit RNG. And you saw him using the attack again. Alright. yeah, I'm gonna have to send that mammoth thing in the Discord. That's so bizarre. Alright, but yeah, just do that to Rhino, and now there's Sponge, which is left, which I would have thought you would have to do something super precise for so he doesn't do the desperation move, but really you don't. Seems that whenever he goes under half health, he just does. It seems he only does the desperation move when he goes under half health instead of just in general. Alright. So we're going to switch to 0. And now, please for the love of God remember to equip Saber plus 2. I forgot to do it in my last Xtreme at 100% run. So like, please just for the love of God remember to equip it. And this is the reason why. It's because of Sigma. So, Sigma has a really weird weakness. It's Zero's air dash slash. I'm not kidding. And if you have plus 2, he dies in like 4 hits. If you have plus 2 and plus 1, he dies in like 4 hits, and it's so funny. Alright, yeah. So yeah, right there, he died in like 4 hits, and he also dies in 4 hits in the next fight, but it's a little trickier. Also, I should probably mention, so the reason I had to unequip Buster plus 1 and plus 2 before equipping Hypercharge is because Armored X can only, so Unarmored X can equip 4 armor pieces at a time, but Armored X can only equip 2 at a time. So, and you kind of have to get all of the armor pieces, so yeah, so you just need to unequip some stuff beforehand so you can make room. I think that's kind of stupid, though. I think it's kind of stupid that the armored piece does this damage, then, yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're just going to wait for a charge, and then we're going to shoot this guy. Oh yeah, flashing lights warning. Probably should have said that beforehand. I'll probably put this into a video editor, actually, and say that. Anyway, so once he's exposed, you just gotta shoot him. Alright, right there. So now, oh yeah, I probably should explain the color coding. So when he's yellow, only X can hit him. When he's yellow or blue, only X can hit him. But when he's red, only 0 can hit him. There's a weird glitch you can do where, like, I think if you, like, hit him, like, as he's changing colors, he won't actually change colors, but you should be able to notice it if the lights aren't flashing. So yeah, just switch to 0, and then just slash at the apex of your jump to hit him. That's the most consistent way that I found. Alright. And now just hit Sigma. This can happen, which is... Be sure to dodge this because he will kill you in 1 hit. And... boom. That's Mega Man Xtreme 2. I could have just done this last night, but eh. But yeah, so in a nutshell, that was the Sigma fight. It's actually super easy if you have Saber plus 1 and plus 2 together, so he dies in like 4 hits. But yeah, that's the whole tutorial. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, or we can do, alternatively, join the MMX speedrunning Discord. We have our discussions in the handheld channel, which is, I think the handheld channel should just be renamed to Xtreme 2, because that's all we talk about in there at this point. Even though Maverick Hunter X and MMX iOS, which I need to get back to that last one, may exist. But anyway, but yeah, so that was Xtreme 2, and yeah, I hope this tutorial was helpful overall. So yeah, bye-bye.